something like that, that the Saudi authorities would be involved. This is a good person with the Rukia, 11:39. No, that's 11:39 in the morning. This is the gentleman in Singapore who I'm allowed to communicate with. Last seen yesterday at 05:32. So let's do another one. And this is of me sending the video to her. Yeah, which I don't know if her communications are being monitored. You see, if we could catch, which I'm using, you can see I'm using WhatsApp. If we could catch that WhatsApp is handing over the communications to people or to agencies or whatever that are deprecated, that are against me, if we could do that, you could sue the shit out of Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, you could sue the shit out of them. No matter if they say, oh, this is a national security operation. It's irrelevant. That's no good. That's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? This is an operation against me that is it's a deeply racist operation. Deeply racist operation. Deeply racist, and it's something along the vibration that I'm a criminal, or it's not really. It wants to put an image over me that this brother Dilawar Khan, very very influential person in the UK, very influential, and a very good man too. A very good man, a very very good man, and could have easily helped me. Nope, no help, no help whatsoever. There might be a husband in the back. Or somebody she know, no help. I mean, they're good. They're good people. I was digressing, thinking about another thought, but I haven't gotten any WhatsApp communications. I haven't gotten any emails. But what I was saying, brother Dilawar Khan, very good man, beautiful brother, man. And the same thing is when they do a search or if they do any information and they find out whatever it is that's negative or being purported out there about me, okay, they will not um, they will not what do you call it? They will they will not let me know what they found out or what they heard about me. They'll just say, "No, brother, we can't help you." We can't help you, brother. So then, if you try to get financial help from an organization, like he sent it to this email, which is Proton Mail, which is based in Switzerland. EFF. You see, if you're office manager of European digital rights, you see, European. Sometimes. Now look at this. Listen to this, folks. This is when I went to Modur, who is the proprietor of an internet thing called 1984, 1984.is, which is sort of parody, not a parody, but a sort of a jab at George Orwell's 1984. So they have a domain server about the privacy after the Edward Snowden revelations, which is the Pirate Party. See what he says? He says, if you have been in contact, they might know of at least who to ask to get such info or training or workshop. You see, but if you happen to be my religious background or ethnicity, it doesn't. These are Americans. And they say, how do you know that? Even though they're white, I know. It doesn't apply to you. No, it doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you when you're my ethnicity and religious background. It don't apply. So now I intend, like I said, to rip Facebook, to rip Google, rip WhatsApp apart. I keep piece by piece, bone by bone. If they are involved and complicit in any surveillance of, and to prevent me from having a livelihood or to prevent me from engendering business, entrepreneurship, I want them torn apart out. And I want that money, and I want that money out. I want that goddamn money, man. Give me my money out. Tell people, threaten women and all that kind of nonsense to continue to enslave us, to enslave us like you're a slave. That's what they had this thing going on in Chicago about a Starbucks and the man yelling at him what was viscerally coming out of him, you damn slave, shut up, like that. So one of the ways you can do it is to break via the digital. So he says, if you have been in contact with the pirate party in Iceland, they might know of at least to ask who get the training. So I asked Muldur, and I asked people who know Brigida, and I asked people direct months ago, weeks ago and months ago, could they please help me, because a lot of the black Americans and the inner city ghetto population is ignorant of using PGP and how to communicate with loved ones, or at best, or at least communicate with legal professionals using the PGP. Now if it's something that they don't want Muslims to have, I understand that, I get it. But if I want to accumulate between myself and an attorney who's not a Muslim, that shouldn't be prevented, so that you can draw a case, so that you can draw legal ground. See, they don't want you doing that, man. Particularly in my case, because they had me targeted for what is called extraordinary rendition and torture. Yeah, they had me targeted for torture, and they don't want nobody to know about that. But they did that. They pulled that stunt. Yeah, HIR-H35. That they pull a stunt like that. They don't want nobody to know that, because it could cause chaos in the streets and riots out. Once the people know that they're doing this to blacks out, they're generally using the war on terror, counterterrorism. They're using it to target blacks out, particularly males, the black men. See, this has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with you. You're standing here, you're talking. So why would they come over here? What do you have to do with me? You're standing here, you're talking on the phone. You're not stealing anything. You can't break into anything. Why are these two women coming out? Which you'll be on YouTube today. Yeah, why are these two women suddenly coming out? You're not stealing anything, unless there is a reporting system, going on, what is considered suspicious behavior for blacks. Yeah, for suspicious behavior for blacks. You see how these people, like yesterday, you saw the man walking, he was ranting and yelling and screaming and talking to himself, walking around here, yelling and screaming and talking, but he was a white man. Well, they said, well, Iceland is a white country. Yeah, no problem for him. But I'm standing here in the corner just trying to do, because I don't have access to Wi-Fi and data, right? And data, I don't have access to any data, and I'm trying to communicate with people to get financial help so that I could get a legitimate chance, as I've been offered work by an Icelandic major employer in the construction and transportation industry, and then to have the so-called Muslim community, on top of that, collude against me, to make plans against me, to set me up, so that I could get kicked out. Of this country. Yeah, can you imagine something like that out? They do something like that. A'udhu billahi min minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. They would do something like that. So they put me into a corner to where I have no options left. I have no data. If I had data, I wouldn't have to come out here in the street and stand out here like that. But something is being told to people not to give me any data and not to give me any. See, because the women, you see where the young man is coming for the meter, they didn't come here, they came all the way here. You see, I have no data on the phone, which I'm going to take this legally. I'm going to drag it legally. I'm going to create a mess. Legally, a mess, a real mess with the news media too. I have no data. See, if I had data, I wouldn't have to come here to piggyback off of the building's Wi-Fi. But no. See, there's something going on amiss to tell them, don't give this guy no money and don't give him no data to communicate. So I got to give salam now to a Muslim woman, which I don't want to, whose husband recently passed away, a Russian sister. See, it's something conspiratorial, man. But I can't discern. I can't put my finger on it, man. Where this conspiratorial aspect, where it's coming from, I can't catch it, man. They only allow me to communicate this operation from my limited discernment. They only allow me to communicate with limited people, man.